We left Phoenix mid-morning and had a quick flight to San Francisco in California. Here we had a 1-hour layover, which had me worried enough I actually booked my flight in first class to make sure I would be off the plane as soon as possible. Made it to the next flight and had about 10 minutes to spare. From here we flew to Tokyo, Japan, landing at Narita Airport. Where we had just a 2-hour layover, which was not horrible, but, tight enough. From here, then we flew onward to Hanoi, and we landed in Hanoi around, I'd say, 9 p.m., 10 p.m., somewhere that at night.
Just arrived at Hanoi in Vietnam. Been flying now for about 22 hours between all the airports and flights, so now we're in the long hallway of doom, heading for immigration. Let's hope that's not crazy like it was in India. Fun day.
Once through immigration and customs, we stopped to buy a SIM card, exchange some money, and booked a taxi from the airport to my hotel. I was staying in the old quarter of Hanoi, which was about a 30-minute taxi ride. The ride itself was uneventful. Arrived at the hotel, but the streets were blocked off in that area around the hotel, so I had to actually get out and walk the last, 1 or 2 blocks to reach the hotel, where I then got checked in, got into my room, and at that point just took a shower and went to bed. Good morning. The hotel I booked is the MK Premier. It's a fairly nice place. Unfortunately, I had to book one of their bigger suites as all the other rooms were booked up. But you can see the room is quite nice. The hotel itself, has a large open patio in the front of it as well, which, would be nice for sitting in. The hotel restaurant is actually on the 6th floor of the hotel. It has an indoor dining area, but also has a large open rooftop bar seating area where I sat for breakfast today, and will obviously do so in the future.
So we're stopping for lunch at a little local banh mi sandwich shop. Hopefully it's good. So just kind of sitting out in the street here. Little alleyway. So, but something different for today. So see how it goes.
The streets in the Hanoi Old Quarter are quite narrow, being shared by cars, bikes, and pedestrians. As you can see, bikes are a big thing here. Probably, 30 bikes for every 1 car. Makes walking around quite fun. And it's also quite noisy with all the engines and horns going off all the time. But, makes it interesting. The view from my hotel balcony shows the street that the hotel is on. This is one of the main streets in the Old Quarter. As you can see, traffic just flows freely with no stop signs or stoplights. Kind of crazy, but, it's not as bad as you think. Today we're taking a walk at the Hoan Kim Lake, which sits on the outskirts of the Old Quarter here. The lake is, decent sized, has a small temple on an island near the north end. And then on the kind of the south end, there's another temple that, the ruins of a temple that sits on an even smaller island. Surrounding the lake is lots of, walkways and park space, and a couple sculptures, and, lots of people taking photos. So, but it was a nice little walk, and, interesting to see what people are doing, with their free time around the city, and, see all the, fish and other, animals that kind of, come around the area.
Hey, so we're up the train street in Vietnam. Very much a tourist site, but approximately about 20-30 minutes, the train will come down this street. As you can see, is quite narrow with cafes and everything on the side, so figured you'd have to do it. So.
So the last 2 days in Hanoi have been interesting. I've walked a lot of miles through the streets, had some really good meals, did a little shopping for things that I still needed, or just buying drinks and snacks. We had dinner with the entire group that's going on the motorcycle trip tonight, and got to, meet everybody. Got all of our visas taken care of for Laos. So we're ready to go. So tomorrow morning we will be picked up at the hotel early, driven out to the edge of town where we'll meet up with the motorcycles and get our orientation to that, and then we'll hit the road and start our adventure. So I'm looking forward to it.